Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1982 D. Washington quarter, a coin that, at first glance, might look just like any other, but in reality, holds a jaw-dropping value of $2.5 million. If you've ever wondered how a simple quarter can be worth so much, stick around. You won't want to miss this story. Before we jump into the story of the 1982 D. Washington quarter, let's take a step back and explore what the Washington quarter is all about. This coin, first introduced in 1932, was designed to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It quickly became one of the most recognized coins in American numismatics. The iconic design on the front features a portrait of George Washington, created by sculptor John Flanagan. And on the back, you'll find a majestic eagle perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing American strength and resilience. Over the years, the design has changed slightly, but the 1982 D coin we're focusing on today still features this iconic imagery. So, what's so special about the 1982 D quarter? Let's take a deeper look. Now, let's talk about the 1982 D Washington quarter. Most people are familiar with the quarter as a standard coin worth just 25 cents. But this particular coin stands out for a number of reasons, and what makes it even more intriguing is that it has become a rare collector's item worth a staggering $2.5 million. First, the 1982 D quarter was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark on the coin. So, in a way, it's just like thousands of other quarters produced that year. But here's where the story takes a turn. You see, a specific error occurred during the minting process, which made a handful of these coins extraordinarily rare. Due to a unique and rare die error, a small batch of these coins was struck with a doubled image, making the lettering and design appear double or even blurry in some areas. This type of error coin is highly sought after by collectors, and finding one in good condition is an absolute treasure. So, how did this coin go from being a regular quarter to a jaw-dropping $2.5 million? Well, it's all about rarity, condition, and demand. As I mentioned earlier, these error coins are exceptionally rare, and only a few were produced. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. Coins with no wear, scratches, or discoloration are worth far more than ones that have been heavily circulated. In fact, the highest-graded 1982 D error quarters have sold at auctions for astronomical amounts. With the right grade, these coins can command a price in the millions. So, how did this particular quarter reach the eye-watering value of $2.5 million? It comes down to the perfect storm of rarity, condition, and timing. Of the oldest hobbies in the world, but it's also one of the most competitive. With millions of coins circulating every year, only a small fraction of them become collectible treasures. What collectors look for are rare, limited edition pieces or coins with unique errors that make them stand out from the rest. As the market for rare coins continues to grow, coins like the 1982 D Washington quarter are in high demand. Collectors from all over the world are willing to pay top dollar for such rare and unique pieces. Now, you might be wondering, how can I spot one of these rare 1982 D quarters with a double die error? Great question. Let me walk you through it. First, start by looking for the mint mark, which should be a D under George Washington's neck. Then, check the design carefully, particularly the letters and numbers. Look for signs of doubling on the lettering, especially around the word Liberty and the date 1982. If you see any kind of blurring or overlap in these areas, you might have a valuable coin on your hands. And remember, the more pristine the condition, the more valuable the coin is. Why exactly is the 1982 D Washington quarter worth $2.5 million? It's a combination of several factors. The rarity of the error, the limited number of high-grade examples, and the growing demand for rare coins are all contributing factors. Over the years, this coin has become more and more sought after, with its value steadily rising. The $2.5 million figure is no accident. It reflects the strong market for error coins and the incredible demand from collectors around the world. So, there you have it, the incredible story behind the 1982 D Washington quarter and why it's worth an astonishing $2.5 million today. If you have one of these in your collection, you might just be sitting on a fortune. As always, happy collecting, and make sure to subscribe for more amazing coin stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Keep your eyes on those quarters. You never know what you might find. Today we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and rare coins of modern times, the Wheat Washington Quarter Dollar from 2018. Most people are familiar with the Washington Quarter, but this special variant, the 2018 Wheat Washington Quarter, has become one of the most sought-after coins in history. If you think it's just another quarter, think again. Let's explore what makes this coin so valuable and what it means to collectors today. Asterisk to understand the 2018 Wheat Washington Quarter Dollar, we need to start with the history of the Washington Quarter itself. The Washington Quarter was first minted in 1932, designed by John Flanagan. It was introduced to honor George Washington's 200th birthday, and it quickly became one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. Over the decades, the design has seen many variations, with changes to the reverse side until now. Asterisk fast forward to 2018. The U.S. Mint released a new variation of the Washington Quarter, and this time, something unique was added to the reverse design. On the back of the coin, there was an image of wheat stalks, symbolizing abundance and prosperity. But this wasn't just any ordinary 2018 quarter. This one had something rare, an incredible error that changed its entire market value. Asterisk what sets the 2018 Wheat Washington Quarter apart from any other coin is its minting error. As it turns out, a small number of 2018 quarters were mistakenly struck with a much deeper, more defined wheat design than intended. These quarters were supposed to have the standard eagle on the reverse, but the wheat stalks were mistakenly included during the minting process. Asterisk this error, known as a design misalignment, created an extremely rare and highly sought-after version of the Washington Quarter. The value of these coins has skyrocketed, with one example of the 2018 Wheat Washington Quarter recently selling for a jaw-dropping $2.2 million at auction. So, what makes this coin worth so much money? Asterisk the key factors behind the quarter's astronomical value are rarity, demand, and historical significance. Only a handful of these misstruck coins were ever made, and because of that, collectors are scrambling to find them. The market is extremely competitive, and the combination of error and historical context is what makes this coin so valuable. Asterisk, but it's not just the rarity that makes this coin so interesting. It's also the story it tells about the modern coin collecting market. Coins like the 2018 Wheat Washington Quarter Challenge are understanding of what makes a coin valuable. We're used to thinking that rare, old coins are worth the most, but in recent years, modern minting errors and unique variants have been making headlines. This coin is a perfect example of how the numismatic world continues to evolve. Asterisk collectors around the world have been feverishly hunting for this coin, whether through online auctions, dealers, or even estate sales. So, what should you look for if you think you might have one of these rare quarters? First, pay attention to the mint mark. The D mint mark on the 2018 Wheat Washington Quarter indicates that it was produced at the Denver Mint. Second, check the reverse side carefully. Look for the wheat stalks. The misalignment of the design should be noticeable, with more defined, deeper lines than usual. Asterisk in terms of condition. Like with any collectible, the higher the grade, the higher the value. Coins in pristine condition, with minimal wear and clear features, are valued much higher. Some of the 2018 Wheat Washington Quarters have even been graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, making them even more valuable in the marketplace. Asterisk it's also important to remember that authenticity is key. If you believe you have one of these coins, it's worth having it professionally graded. That's where services like PCGS and NGC come into play, helping determine its true value. These grading services can add thousands, or even millions, of dollars to the coin's worth if it's confirmed to be an authentic, error-struck example. Asterisk the 2018 Wheat Washington Quarter isn't just a coin. It's a piece of history, a symbol of the unexpected beauty that can emerge from a simple minting error. This coin continues to mesmerize collectors, and with its value hitting $2.2 million, it's clear that the 2018 Wheat Washington Quarter is destined to remain one of the most talked about coins of the modern era. Asterisk so, what's next for this coin? Will its value continue to rise? Only time will tell, but for now, it stands as a reminder that coin collecting can be as unpredictable as it is thrilling. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, always keep an eye out for these unique coins. They might just change your life. Asterisk, thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another fascinating story from the world of coin collecting. And, as always, keep your eyes peeled. You never know what treasures might be hiding in your pocket. Asterisk. In today's video, we're going to dive into a coin that you might have sitting in your pocket, totally unaware of its massive value. Yep, we're talking about the 1993 P. Washington Quarter, a coin that could be worth a jaw-dropping $2.4 million. That's right, the 1993 P. Washington Quarter, a seemingly ordinary coin, but one with a rare twist that makes it incredibly valuable. If you're a collector or just curious about rare coins, stick around to learn how a simple penny can turn into an astounding treasure. To truly understand why this particular coin is worth so much, we need to go back in time. Let's explore the history and the mysterious factors that have made the 1993 P. Washington Quarter one of the most sought-after coins in the world. The Washington Quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. Since then, it has remained one of the most iconic U.S. coins, beloved by collectors and regular Americans alike. Designed by John Flanagan, the obverse of the Washington Quarter features George Washington's portrait, while the reverse showcases an eagle perched on a branch, symbolizing strength and freedom. Over the years, many different versions of the quarter have been produced, but the 1993 P. Washington Quarter is unique due to a rare minting error. The 1993 P. Washington Quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, and while most quarters from that year are relatively common, one key mistake happened during production, an error that would go unnoticed by most at the time. This particular quarter contains a unique error known as a double die, meaning that the coin was stamped twice, resulting in a noticeable double design. These errors aren't common, and when they are found, they can make a coin incredibly valuable. Double die errors happen when the die used to stamp the coin is misaligned or struck more than once before being properly replaced. This causes a double image, which is often visible on the date, lettering, or sometimes even the portrait. In the case of the 1993 P. Washington Quarter, it's a combination of the date and the letters on the reverse that make it stand out. So, how does a mistake on a coin lead to a value of $2.4 million? Well, rare mint errors like this one are incredibly difficult to find. In fact, fewer than 20 of these 1993 P. Washington Quarters are believed to exist today with the double die error. Because of its rarity, demand for the coin has skyrocketed in recent years. Coin collectors, numismatists, and investors are all on the lookout for this specific Washington Quarter, making it a highly valuable piece for any collection. One of these 1993 P. Quarters recently sold for $2.4 million at auction, setting a new record for a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents. It's an incredible example of how rare errors can send a coin's value soaring into the millions. Now, if you think you might have one of these rare quarters, here's what you need to look for. Start by checking the mint mark. If your quarter has a P mint mark, it's from Philadelphia. Then, inspect the date. You'll want to look for a doubling effect on the numbers. Lastly, flip the coin over and check the lettering on the reverse. The doubled images will be visible with a magnifying glass or under strong light. Remember, this isn't something you'll find on just any 1993 P. Quarter. The error is subtle, but once you know what to look for, it's easier to spot. If you think you have one, consider having it professionally graded by a certified numismatist. As the years go by, the value of this coin is likely to increase, especially as fewer remain in circulation. Collectors are always on the lookout for the next big find, and the 1993 P. Washington Quarter is one that will only become more rare as time passes. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a beginner, rare coins like the 1993 P. Washington Quarter can be an exciting addition to your collection, and with the right research, you might just uncover a piece worth millions. So, do you have a 1993 P. Washington Quarter in your collection? Make sure to take a closer look and see if it's one of the rare double die errors. Who knows, you might just be sitting on a fortune. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss out on more amazing coin stories and tips. See you in the next video. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all things rare and valuable in the world of numismatics. Today, we're diving into a coin that's truly making waves in the collector's market, the 2006 P. Washington Quarter. You might be thinking, a 2006 coin? Isn't that too new to be valuable? Well, you'd be surprised. Stick around as we uncover the fascinating history and mind-blowing current value of this quarter. Spoiler alert. It's worth $2.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. Before we talk about the 2006 P and its incredible value, let's take a quick trip back in time to understand the Washington Quarter series. The Washington Quarter was first issued in 1932, celebrating the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Its design has remained largely unchanged since then, with a profile of Washington on the obverse, the front, and an eagle on the reverse, the back, though the reverse design has been updated over the years. In 1999, the U.S. Mint introduced the 50-State Quarters program, which featured unique designs for each state. This program was wildly popular, and it's the reason why so many people started paying closer attention to their quarters. The 2006 P. Washington Quarter comes from this era, where each year had a new release in the State Quarters program. But it's not just the fact that it's from this era that makes the 2006 P so special. The 2006 P. Washington Quarter, minted in Philadelphia, is particularly noteworthy because of an incredibly rare error that took place during its production. So, what makes this specific quarter worth such a jaw-dropping amount of money? The key to its value is an extremely rare minting error that occurred during production. The 2006 P. Washington Quarter is known to have a double die obverse error, where the die used to strike the coin was misaligned. This resulted in a doubling effect on the lettering and the profile of Washington himself, making certain quarters look like they have a double imprint, which is what collectors go crazy for. Now, while minting errors aren't unheard of, finding one in this series that has this kind of double die error is extremely rare. In fact, only a handful of these 2006 P quarters have been found in circulation, and they've since been carefully graded and authenticated by top-tier coin grading services. The rarity of the coin combined with its historical significance has caused its value to skyrocket. Because of this, one of these coins recently sold for a mind-blowing $2.3 million at auction. It's now one of the most expensive modern quarters in history. Can you imagine stumbling across one of these in your change? That would be the find of a lifetime. Now, you might be wondering, how can I tell if I've got a 2006 P. Washington Quarter with that rare error? Well, don't worry. I'm going to break it down for you. First, check the mint mark. You'll see a small P on the back, indicating that it was minted in Philadelphia. Then, flip the coin over and closely examine the word Liberty in the profile of George Washington. Look for any signs of doubling or a shadowy second impression of the letters and the portrait. This is the key indicator that you've got a rare one. Of course, if you suspect that your coin might be the real deal, always get it authenticated by a professional grading service like the PCGS or NGC. They'll provide a certificate of authenticity, which is crucial for getting the full value of the coin if you decide to sell it. So, what else affects the value of the 2006 P. Washington Quarter beyond its rarity? Let's break it down. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins with mint state grades like MS, 65 or above are the most prized. As the market for rare coins grows, collectors are always on the lookout for the next big find. The 2006 P with the double die error has become one of those coins that people are actively hunting for. As I mentioned earlier, only a handful of these error coins exist. The rarity makes it even more valuable. A coin that is graded and certified by a reputable service can fetch much more than an ungraded coin. If your coin is authenticated, its value can increase exponentially. So, if you've got one of these in your collection, make sure to get it graded and appraised properly. Now, if you're lucky enough to own one of these rare 2006 P. Washington Quarters, you might be wondering where to sell it. There are several options for getting top dollar. Websites like eBay or Heritage Auctions are great platforms for rare coins. Always make sure to do your research and work with reputable sellers. Experienced coin dealers can help you find the right buyer. They might also offer an auction service or network with other collectors. Attending a coin show is another great way to connect with serious buyers and sellers. You can meet people who might be looking for that exact rare coin. Remember, the market is always evolving, so it's crucial to stay informed on trends. Selling at the right time could net you millions. So, there you have it, folks. The 2006 P. Washington quarter and its rare minting error that's worth $2.3 million. Who would have thought a coin from the 21st century could be so valuable, right? If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on valuable coins, history, and tips on building your collection. Have you come across any rare quarters? Drop a comment below and let me know. Until next time, happy hunting and keep your eyes on your change.